Hey, I'm Trevor with Road Bike City, and I want to show you guys today how to assemble the Vilano Forza 4.0 road bike. Alright, some tools you'll need for today are a set of Allen keys. Most commonly used are the 6, 5, and 4mm Allen keys. A wrench set. You'll need a 15mm wrench as well as a 10 and an 8 possibly, but an adjustable wrench will also do. A tube of bike grease. Some lube for the chain, and a box cutter knife. Let's get going. Okay, the thing I do to make this really easy is cut along the side of the box right here. Make sure there isn't anything inside the box first, and then go ahead and start cutting. Okay, now that we got the bike open, go ahead and make sure you have everything together. Let's install the seat post. Get some bike grease, put a little bit on your finger, and then put some on the inside of the seat post. It's helpful to have a rag so you can wipe your fingers off. So now I'm using my 4mm Allen wrench to tighten down the seat clamp. Get it up on the stand. Alright, we got the bike on the stand. Let's get the packaging material removed. I'll need a box cutter knife for this. Alright, now that we have all the packaging material off the bike, let's install the handlebars. So you want to take your fork and turn it to the front. Remove the bolts from the stem bracket. Okay, so once you have the stem clamp off, just put your handlebars up and put them in the general place where they should be. Put the stand clamp on and mount the bolts back in. Be careful when you're twisting them into the socket. Okay, great. So tighten them down one at a time. Start at one corner, go a little bit, and then the other corner, go a little bit more. You don't want to go all the way tight yet because you're probably going to readjust it once it's all built and you take it for your first test ride. Let's do the pedals next. These are nice and easy to tell which one's right and left. There's a sticker on the end of them. One's R and it's red, and one's L and it's green. So the L goes on the non-drive side, and the R goes on the drive side of the bike. So let's do the non-drive side, left-hand side first. You want to grab your tube of grease first, and put some grease on the threads. The left-hand pedal goes in counterclockwise, so make sure you're screwing that in counterclockwise. It should easily go in if you have any resistance whatsoever, like I'm feeling right now. I'm going to pull it back out. One thing that's not covered under warranty are the crank arms. You want to make sure you don't strip the threads. So once you feel it pretty solidly in there, go ahead and grab your 15mm wrench and go ahead and do it the rest of the way. One easy way to do this is if you pedal backwards as you go and hold the wrench in place, the pedal will go in naturally. Alright, that's good enough. Your left pedal's on, let's put the right pedal on. Okay, so the right hand pedal goes in clockwise. Alright, the pedals are installed. Okay, to adjust the stem, get your 4mm Allen key and simply tighten down the two bolts. Make sure that your handlebars are fairly lined up with your fork. You won't want to tighten them down all the way just yet, but we want to do a general tightening here so that it doesn't go all over the place when we're trying to put the front wheel on. Alright, the front wheel is next. Grab your quick release. Take the end cap off of the quick release, as well as the spring that's on that end of the quick release. Keep the one end on. Make sure that the narrow side of the spring is always facing inward. Doesn't matter which side you slide it into. The narrow part of the spring cone inside, and screw back on the quick release end there, and you're good to go. So to put the front wheel on, you take your bike off the bike stand. To tighten and clamp the quick release, just spin it closed most of the way, release one, and then make sure it's nice and tight. Alright, there's your Vilano Forza. Now all that needs to be done is pump up the tires. You need a bike pump that has a press-to-valve adapter. These press-to-valves work. You just have to screw off the cap, unscrew the little piece all the way out. You'll hear the air come out. Push the valve all the way up. Clamp it shut. And pump up. Now, it'll show you the recommended PSI on the edge of the tire here. In this case, it's 110 PSI. So we'll pump up to 110. We just finished the basic assembly of the Vilano Forza 4.0 aluminum road bike. We're going to take it out on the paths here and do a review video about it. So we'll check back with you later. Like the video and hit subscribe, and we'll see you out there on the streets.